Hi, 5th graders. In the last class, we started talking about Columbus, he who shall not be named. And we read the book Encounter. And I'm sorry I'm not here today to share it with you, but I'm going to work on it again with you guys on Friday. So today I'm going to have you guys look ahead. We'll review a little bit about Columbus, and then we're going to start talking about a couple other explorers. To review, we know that Europeans wished to get from Europe to Asia, and that because overland routes were closed after the city of Constantinople was closed in 1453, we'll mark that with a star, that Europeans looked for water routes. The Portuguese found their water route by sailing around Africa and on to India. That we could say that's approximately the route of the explorer da Gama. Columbus is the first to say, maybe instead of sailing east to Asia, maybe we could sail west. So here's Columbus's route. He thinks if he sails this way, he will end up here in Asia. Why does he think this? Think about it for a minute. You know that Europeans have no knowledge of the Americas. They consider this area to be the unknown. So to Columbus, if he sails west, he will reach Asia. He also doesn't know how big the world actually is. I give him credit for at least thinking of the idea and taking the chance. You know how I have some personal issues with Columbus, though, anyway. So if we think about our standard, 5.3, it's asking why Europeans had to find water routes to Asia. We know because Constantinople was closed. And then it asked about explorers specifically, what they were seeking and what they actually found. Two different things. Columbus is seeking a western route to Asia so he can get the goods there, the luxury goods. What does he actually find? Well, what he actually finds, if we put that in air bunnies, right, is North and South America and the people who were already living there. So he opens up this whole area of the world to more exploration. Today you're going to be talking about two other explorers. First, you're going to be reading about a contemporary of Columbus. His name is Giovanni Caboto, like Christopher Columbus is Cristoforo Colombo. You might also know his English name is John Cabot. So Giovanni Caboto is from Italy, but he sails for England. You have to keep that straight. And he's sailing around the same time period. So where Columbus sailed here from Spain to the Bahamas in 1492, Giovanni Caboto is leaving England in 1497, also sailing west, also looking for Asia. Doesn't find it, thinks he's there, and actually lands on the island of Newfoundland that we know from the Vikings. Okay? You're also going to be talking about Ferdinand Magellan, who is from Portugal but sails for Spain. You have to keep this all straight because it's important sometimes the country they're from and the country that sponsors them or that they work for. Now, Ferdinand Magellan is actually going to be leaving Spain in 1519. That's about 30 years after these guys. So by the time Magellan leaves Spain, it is very clear to people that this is not an unknown area, that this area is actually a brand new set of continents that they're just going to refer to as the Americas for a while. We'll talk about where that name comes from at the end of the week. So, Magellan, let's have Magellan represented by this purple dotted line. He leaves Spain, also looking for a western route to Asia, just like Columbus, just like Caboto, and he sails all along the coast of South America looking for some kind of secret passage. Does not find it, has to sail through the tip of South America and up into the Pacific Ocean. His journey will end here at the Philippines. You're going to find out why shortly. And his crew will take their ship, their last remaining ship, back to Spain. Look at this line. It's pretty different than a lot of the lines we've seen. I want you to think for a minute about how far he went. If you said he actually sailed the whole way around the world, you're right, or his crew did. And by sailing around all the way around the world, we know the world is really round now, and that it is possible to sail west from Europe to Asia, it just takes you a really long time, and there isn't the secret passage that they hoped for. So you're going to be spending some time looking in the Red Social Studies book today about Giovanni Caboto and Ferdinand Magellan, and you're going to be working on possibly getting ahead on some homework about comparing them with Columbus. So as you're reading, think about what you know about Columbus, what you read about him last week, and how it compares to these two guys.